Damn. Didn't want to start the stream off coughing like that, but fuck. It happened. What's up, people? How y'all doing today? Running a little late here. Didn't get off work until like 5. Man, they had my ass running all around Baltimore, all up in fucking PA. All I can tell you, it feels good to come home, relax for a bit. Shit, I wasn't gonna get on. I was gonna go to bed early, but I was like, fuck it. Don't be a bitch. Get on every day. Keep getting on every day. Try to be on there by 7. So here I am. You're gonna watch like a couple videos, probably like 3 videos, and then jump on Call of Duty, get some Warzone going. That shit's still updating. I swear, every time I turn off a fucking computer and turn it back on, another thing needs to be updated. And I have it set to update automatically, bro. That's what blowing the fuck out of me. For some reason, it's scheduled. It schedules the updates for between fucking 7 and 10. Like, bro, I'm doing shit between that time. Why you keep scheduling it? And I tried looking at it through the, excuse me, soda. Try to change the settings, but my dumb ass can't do it. So fuck it. I hope you're all having a good day. My day was pretty easy. They just had me driving about a total of like 500 fucking miles. That's okay. I don't have to lift up heavy shit. Well, relatively heavy shit anymore. Not like I did when I was working at Amazon XL, bro. Fucking drive 100 some miles just to fucking pick a pool table up, bring it down someone's fucking basement. But these dipshits are so fucking rich that they didn't even measure it. So there's no possible way in hell it's gonna fit around a corner. Unless you destroy the fucking wall or snap the fucking slate plate that's inside the pool table. Bringing up bad memories of fucking Amazon. Fuck that place, bro. Well, it's actually a third party, but you know. Alright, well, we're gonna watch this video, Decoy Voice. They're finally going down for this. So I'm assuming they're fucking finally arresting people rioting and interfering with federal operations. What does this say? Bloody brawl breaks out as agitators protest TPUSA event at UC Berkeley in California. California, it's always fucking rioting or burning. It's just a shithole, and I feel like the universe is just trying to cleanse it by fire. But let's see what's going on.
Fights and violence over at UC Berkeley. Leave it to the left-wing media to say, no, you didn't see that.
Mostly
As a
peaceful.
local CBS affiliate immediately went into fiery but mostly peaceful.
They have been chanting, just a very, very lively scene out here, while things have been mostly peaceful.
Meanwhile, Fox News played the entire fistfight before the conference even occurred.
We saw some of those protesters clashing with people waiting in line to get inside.
Man, it really bugs the fuck out of me that people are such big fucking pussies nowadays. They have to blur out someone getting their ass kicked, or they blur out a firearm, or they blur out someone saying darn. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Why is everybody such soft pussies nowadays? Like, oh my god, it offends me. It just annoys the shit out of me. If you're not going to fucking show it, if you're going to blur it, don't fucking show it.
Where to see what actually happened, you'd need to tune into...
And that's another thing. You're supposed to be reporting news. Show me the fucking facts. Like, they always throw their opinion or just something slightly altered where it's telling you a half-truth. It's stupid as shit.
independent news like Amuse. Now, the only thing you can rely on the corporate media to do is to lie. But when it comes to the people that actually have to live in reality, they'll quickly learn not to trust them, which means the left will officially lose the youth. As when these kids go off to college, they see Turning Point USA peacefully assembling over the memory of Charlie Kirk. Only if they can get past the rabid mobs of leftists chanting, "F your dead homie."
Yeah, they'll spit on you, throw shit at you. The most tolerant people are the most fucking violent, apparently. So, every one of these people are fucking losers.
So young students see the choice.
Honestly, all these people are privileged fucks that never really had to live in reality. Never really had to work for shit, because most of it's probably handed to them. And plus, anybody that's a fucking commie's a douche. They're probably all college students getting paid to be there by mommy and daddy or some bullshit.
So young students see the choice of siding with the people willing to literally risk their lives to have open discussions with the other side, or they can align with whatever.
Man, that brings another thing, like, one side's trying to peacefully have a conversation, a dialogue with the other side that doesn't want to hear shit and just wants to beat them up, kill them, and silence them. Eventually, the one side's going to realize the other side's being nice and kind and just trying to make everything smooth and have you understand that your way is pretty much well, it's pretty much suicide. You're destroying yourself and the society around you, and eventually they're just going to give up and just say, it's time to smack these people, put their dick in the dirt. You can only push kind, logical people so far before they just like, alright, time for a final solution.
The heck this is, as at best, they're out there screaming with a sign saying the lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of Turning Point USA, as it's difficult to say sheep and a group of idiots still wearing medical masks outdoors in 2025. Not to mention they're waving foreign flags of countries that definitely enforce their border.
Well, that's how you know it's an American protest, bro. When you don't see no American flags and a fucking furry, bro. Really? Fucking turds.
Laws, and quite possibly the most confusing sign ever. As let's really break down their messaging, since they took all that time and efforts to advertise what liberal colleges teach their students today. You got the text, "All power to the people," which is a Black Panther slogan next to the BLM fist. It kinda checks out, but I still don't know how it's applicable to protesting free speech.
Because this whole thing's just performative, so they can put good boy points or good girl points on their profile. You know what I mean? It's like, look at this, what I did for society. Oh, just a bunch of virtue signaling douchebags.
But then they have the Palestine flag beside the BLM fist and the feminism logo next to their updated pride flag that includes stripes for trans,
Why
but
is there
also
EBT on the
black
fucking-
and brown people. I'm pretty certain one of those flags absolutely doesn't tolerate the other two movements. Too bad there's no place these kids could go where they could learn why that is. And that's not even unpacking why they added skin color to the pride flag. But the cherry on top of the sundae that is their stupidity isn't whatever random flower this is, but the fact that they actually wrote EBT on this banner.
I was wondering if he was gonna fucking point it out. Like, that's stupid as shit, bro. I wonder how many of these people are visa students. Pack them up and send them home. Like, seriously. All these turds. Every single one of them that do violence and destroy property and shit should be expelled and sentenced to like 20 years in prison, bro. It might be extreme, but fuck, you ain't gonna do it again.
As the left's activism is now just AI-generated word clouds of anything and everything that makes them feel emotional, makes it on their sign, no matter how contradictory.
Bro, It's not about what does good for these douchebags. It's all about what feels good. Whoever makes them feel more good about them sniffing their own farts, they're going to support it at 110%. And if they can put it on social media and get a bunch of good girl, good boy points, or what is it, a good noodle star, they'll be doing it 24/7, bro. Shit, they might even shove it up their own asshole.
Or nonsensical it may be, as somehow food stamps became a symbol of fighting free speech on college campuses, as they congregated over the idea of, quote, ending a youth-oriented campaign of incitement to violence by showing up in masks, holding signs saying, "Bears bash fascists," saying, "Stop the violence of free speech," by showing up not only waving signs saying you'll beat them, but also literally beating them only looks stupid because it is stupid, which is a great advertisement to UC Berkeley's admission system. So of course they quickly resorted to violence.
See, he just sitting there pointing, laughing. That'd probably be my dumb ass sitting there laughing at the dumb fucks getting fucked up. But this dude, sentenced 20 years for assaulting and disruption of public order or whatever the fuck it is. This dude, he's straight up squaring up, trying to attack this motherfucker. Criminal mischief with the intent to assault and destroy, especially because you're hiding your mask and shit. 25 years. Assault with a police officer as well. We just need to send these people away for at least fucking 5 to 20 years. And you do it to enough of them. I say about like 10 to 20 of them. Shit, worst case, probably 100 of them. The rest of these retards gonna look and say, "Oh my goodness, the sheep." Well, I shouldn't say that. They're gonna be like, "Oh my goodness, if I fuck around and destroy shit, I ain't gonna get that walkout bail no more. I'm gonna be actually sentenced. I'm gonna get my ass cracked with the billy club." But if you just let turds be turds, they're gonna smear shit everywhere. You gotta flush. You gotta flush it, bro.
As this man in Charlie Kirk's Freedom shirt was met with chants of F ICE.
ICE! 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 ICE!
Stop the kidnapping! Stop the deportation!
Only for a masked man to take his shirts, toss them to the ground, and when he gave chase,
Bro, they're a bunch of fucking 5-year-olds, just grown ass people. Like, they never really struggled in life, and they don't have real problems. So they have to, like, go out and attach themselves to a fucking political issue or a social issue and go full on balls deep. Because at the end of the day, they ain't nobody. They don't got no character. Their whole existence is wherever the fuck they can scream the loudest. They're turds. And every time they're confronted with actually a legitimate argument or concern, they go straight to violence. We need to stop trying to communicate with these fucking people and put them in jail where they belong. They're just fucking cancer to society. They destroy shit, soak up resources. They ain't no net positive. Put them in the hole.
a second idiot started punching him. And as both of them were being arrested, the victim got taunted for being white and attacked.
Hey, white boy! White boy! Hey, white boy! White boy! You're bleeding! Break it up! What happened? What happened?
Now, any rational person, or more importantly...
Bro, I'm sorry, this is like all out of pocket. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There he is. Turn the camera. Right there. Motherfucking professional cameraman. Professional fucking cameraman right there. He got the pose going. Everything. He took a picture of the dude all bloody on the ground. Professional fucking... What is this fat bitch doing? Where you even come from, you fat bitch? I thought it was just like a couple dudes jumping that motherfucker, and you just... Alright, I got distracted. Let's move on.
Now, any rational person, or more importantly, student, will see this without the lens of the left's violent but mostly peaceful label and think, do I want to be on the side of freedom of speech, or on the side of insane masked men holding nonsensical signs, proudly shouting...
I'll tell you the difference. Look at that crazy motherfucker. I'll tell you the difference. These people hate themselves and society and their place in it. So they figured, well, I ain't amount of nothing. I'm a piece of shit, and everything's against me, so I'm going to burn it all down and hopefully rebuild it so where I'm the cool guy. All these people over here, they love and accept themselves for who they are, and they see a bright future that they want for themselves, they want for their loved ones, and they want for their kids or future children. They see nothing but doom and gloom and death, and that's what they seek. And they see hope and prosperity for the future. These people are fags. These people are usually obnoxious assholes, but they let you be. They don't fuck with you just because they disagree with you. They might be like, hey, I don't agree with that, but you do you, boo. These people are like, hey, I don't disagree with that, so I'm going to shoot you. Fag.
How racist they are. As well into the evening, Turning Point attendees needed police barricades to speak freely on campus, which they're recreating an image that they should have learned about in school, all to prevent these students from hearing Rob Schneider's message.
But I want to know, are there things that we shouldn't be joking about, something that I could joke about that you couldn't?
You're right. I don't think that there's any rules set in stone, but I do.
Well, before he goes in, I'm a firm believer comedy, but I'm even pronouncing this shit right, because I apparently got a speech impediment. You can joke about any and every fucking thing. It's just how you set it up. If it's a bad setup, it's a shitty joke, and it's not funny. It's all about the intent. Was the intent to make you laugh? It's a harmless fucking joke that sucked. But if the intent was to hurt your feelings or fucking come at you sideways, then that's something different. That's racism right there, bro. Basically what I'm saying is, a lot of you motherfuckers could take a dick or fucking eat ass. Why can't you take a joke?
I do think that if you do a joke and people don't laugh, that you get it. But I also think it's our job to challenge people. It's like the tides. They go up and they go down. And it's our job to find out where it's going up and then to push it a little bit. If I don't challenge my audience, then I'm not doing my job. Like that gentleman.
Well, he's right. Some of the best fucking jokes I ever heard push the limit. Like, it's just the truth. Sometimes the funniest jokes are the ones that push the limit and are fucked up. Like some dead baby jokes.
Challenged me, and what he did by calling me a was he brought me to defend that position and explain something. And it was true. I was incorrect in a statement, but I'm glad that it brought up people talking because I was able to talk about it.
It's insane to think the left literally beat a guy down while holding up signs saying EBT, or to prevent students from challenging their own beliefs, admitting when they're wrong, and simply having a discussion with the other side. Well, that's all the left has left. They can't challenge you in open discussion, as after they close their mind, they close their fist and risk legitimate jail time. As first they tried to knock down the barricade to rabidly attack the students for going to a conference, where eventually
it's justified violence. In their mind and the gymnastics that they did, all means to an end. They're dumb turds, and these are the type of people that usually go for communism because they're fucking losers. Some are disenfranchised, and others are fucking indoctrinated. But there's no justification for attacking people over an ideology when you're talking, when they're really just trying to sit down and have a conversation with you. It's just fucking crazy.
one of them gets arrested. But why did it take this long for someone to get snatched up? Possibly because Berkeley's police chief is coincidentally the same Capitol Police chief that served DC right after 1/6. Now, I'm not trying to get too conspiratorial, but I somehow doubt conservatives and
Well, it'll defeat the narrative. It's saying that like nothing. Didn't you see the fucking news? It was Officer Bar Brady. Move along here, nothing to see. Mostly peaceful protests. If they deploy the police and start cracking goddamn skulls like crazy, it's going to defeat their whole narrative, dude. I guess. Well, I don't know. I'm just some fat retard.
Berkeley can expect justice, especially when the protests got so absurd, even hyper-left Reddit became the voice of reason. As over at r/Berkeley, a popular post requested they don't take this out on the workers, with all the top replies saying, just ignore TPUSA, we don't like them, so don't destroy our own campus over it, which is a shockingly reasonable response for Reddit. So of course, a top 1% Redditor posted about their giant mosquito protest, with the top replies remarking how cool it was, questioning the criminality of a giant mosquito, with someone even sharing how they know who made it. It took them several weeks to build, as it was a fabulous grandma mosquito with huge eyelashes and red heels, that eventually got 4 Berkeley students arrested for felony vandalism, as they're all applauding.
What? What? So, they made this is so off top. They made a giant mosquito thing, and it ended up with them 4 of them being arrested. Felony vandalism. I feel like that's a little coming from me. Like, what the fuck did they do? Did they, like, break shit, or did it just set a statue somewhere? That sounds like it's a little, oh, my fucking brain hurts. That don't make sense to me. A couple fucking 4 people put a fucking statue of a giant mosquito up and again a felony charge. But you got about 100 people fucking going ape shit at people that want to peacefully congregate and spread their, and talk about their ideology. My math ain't mathin', bro.
Got 4 Berkeley students arrested for felony vandalism, as they're all applauding this nonsense as if a giant mosquito that slays was going to change anybody's mind. But this is what parents can expect their kids to learn at UC Berkeley with a low price of $200,000 and whatever legal fees they also accrue. But hopefully the more desperately insane the left becomes, the quicker America's youth gets red-pilled to the truth. So if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, subscribe to Decoy
One of my favorite
Voice.
YouTubers, right? All I'm saying is, if you're a parent, you have kids, or you're about to go to college and shit, I highly suggest you go to a trade school or specific degrees and shit. Because it really just seems like a lot of people are just going to these colleges for adult babysitting. You're going to go in debt. At least make it a profitable debt. Make it like something that where you can potentially make money from. Because a debt that you incurred that will eventually not make any bread is a bad debt. You can go in debt for a house or a debt for a car. Well, that's actually bad debt, because as soon as you pull that shit off, it goes straight into the negatives. But like, you know, I'm talking about like shit, an investment that's going to be profitable over time. And right now, modern colleges and shit, especially in the West, it's not it, dog. You're going to go hundreds of thousands of dollars into fucking debt, become a debt slave for the rest of your life, and just have a piece of worthless paper. At least if you go to a trade school or some shit like that, you have the skills for the rest of your life to make money. I don't know. I'm just some fucking big ass broke bug bitching on the internet. Fast food collapse. I'm good on that. I don't want to talk. I don't want to listen to him talk right now. How carnivorous caterpillars attack their prey. Fuck yeah, bro. Educate me.
Few animals manage to reach a speck of land this far out in the middle of the ocean.
We on an island?
Those that did find a way have been free to evolve into new ecological niches created by the volcano. This is certainly true of the island's insects. Nearly every species of caterpillar in the world is a herbivore, a plant eater. This caterpillar is not looking for a leaf to eat.
Bruh, it just gives me fucked up spider vibes. Is it just me? That's straight up fucked up spider vibes.
Claws are better suited to a more lively meal. A plant hopper. The best way to catch its prey is to launch an ambush attack.
How? Is it gonna fucking fling itself over there? Like, it does kind of look like a little stick, you know what I mean?
To stand a chance, the caterpillar needs to find some better camouflage.
Thing literally just looks like it's just a long arm with two hands on each side.
And then, wait for its prey to come close. Tiny, sensitive clasps on the tip of its abdomen will trigger the attack.
He's about to get his ass. This is gonna be wild. Bro, it just looked like an old decrepit ass hand just reached up over and just yoink, got your ass. Oh goodness. And it's gonna eat its booty. That's terrible.
Hawaii is a land
Eating
of
his
strange
ass.
and bizarre creatures. Isolated out in the Pacific, 90% of its native species are found nowhere else on the planet.
Bro, imagine that thing like 100 times bigger. And you just running around out in the woods and it just yoinks, grabs one of your homies up. Bro, they need to add that into a scary movie or some shit. Or an alien sci-fi. I appreciate you educating me today. Thank you very much. I like that. What is this? New Hassan Piker allegation starts. Alright, let's see it, bud. Let's see what the wild rich people are doing.
Oh, we almost got an arrest for Hassan Piker in a country that he loves very much, China. Better than the West, he would say. Over there, the police actually care. They're loving. They don't actually, beat people up in interrogation rooms. It's actually a very justice-driven society.
Sound like you could open hard as shit, bro. China is not number one. You disappear in China.
He loves it. So it was really funny when live on air, he got held up by the police because he has a Mao meme on his phone. And I guess he showed it to somebody. Police saw it. And, well, you can see.
More than likely, they probably hacked his shit, seen that he had it in there, and they walked up on him. China is like the #1 fucking surveillance state that you can get close to, bro. Like, don't ever go to China.
The behavior right here. He actually goes on to defend them, by the way. Let's watch it.
Roger, you seen this? Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, he showed it.
Look. Yeah.
What's that?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Bro, this is what we need, some fucking English subtitles.
So he is covering the phone right now because the police are harassing him, going through his phone, trying to see what he has. And I want you to remember that this is communist China.
Yeah.
They can pretty much do whatever they want to you. This is why when you go to these other countries, you have to be very, 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 very careful.
That's why you never go to a third world shithole, nor do you go to a dictatorship or communist country. Because 9 times out of 10, you fuck, bro. You are fucked.
Especially in a country like China, where you don't really have that many rights. So, sadly, he did not go to jail. Wouldn't that be funny if he went to China and got charged with some wild shit? And, I don't know. They would probably try to get him out, I would think. Sadly. I think it'd be more funny to see him rot in Chinese prison, but I don't think that that's going to happen, sadly.
Oh, I didn't take a photo.
I'm sure he's telling them that he loves China. Doesn't matter.
So, have you recorded anything?
No, not yet. No.
Yeah, he said he saw you.
Oh, I was holding the camera out, but I didn't do anything yet.
Yeah.
All right.
But my
I'm just going to skip ahead here. So they paused the stream.
So everybody is like, because I've seen this multiple different, like, little thumbnails of Hassan being arrested, Hassan doing this. So everybody's hype as fuck that he almost got arrested. Is that what I'm looking at here?
Actually, after like a minute, we're doing secret memes. Be right back.
There, but my internet is not so good. Okay, we'll circle back. Okay,
they're not on your phone, I think.
We're back.
We're just waiting for Will to get out of the bathroom now.
Yeah.
Prostate exam.
That was pretty much it. Now, what's funny to me is how he went on to defend them. Zero self-reflection after being harassed by CCP security police. Hassan Piker proceeds to Tiananmen Square to wave a little Chinese flag at the daily flag-raising ceremony, then went to a gift shop.
Well, you're really gonna criticize a country that you're in that just literally stopped you and searched your shit? I wouldn't. Then again, I wouldn't go to China. Like, God bless the Chinese people, but fuck the CCP, dog.
Shop filled with Mao and CCP souvenirs. Here he is defending them. Now, before we play this 2-minute and 19-second clip of...
Again, I'll defend China on this one too, dog. It's their country. It's their rules. If you're there as a guest and they want to go through your shit, get the fucking Astroglide, bro, and prepare for a ride. Don't go to places that you know's fucked.
Of him defending the treatment that he has just received by the CCP. I would just like to show you how he responded to a police officer that just wished him a Happy New Year. Hello, sir. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You too.
Hey, Cap.
Now, in case you don't know what that means all cops are bastards. But here's what happens after the cops detained him. Here's what he had to say.
Well, I can understand, like, not fucking with the police, but they're a necessary role to have a civilized society. And he does with that. And it wasn't even really that bad. Like, really, who gives a fuck what he says about a police officer? It's just America. Say what the fuck you want. Say it with your chest. Don't be a bitch. I don't know. Who cares?
Let's go back to this clip a little bit longer.
Whenever the police showed up, they thought, so that thing that we went to, okay? The flag raising ceremony it's not in focus. Hold on, I'm gonna fix it. The flag raising ceremony that we went to,
You gotta get a good.
is not a thing that white people normally go to.
Chisel's chin.
Right? It's not normally something that like white people attend, right? And I assume that they are probably extra.
Well, cut them off because I feel like they're probably assuming that they seen white dudes with cameras. They're probably making a hit piece on the CCP or the country of China. So they're going to go look through it to see if they're making any like anti-government videos or propaganda.
Attentive and extra careful about people coming to do some fuck shit.
People showing memes. Imagine.
Well, I can also understand that as well on what he just said of some fuck shit, especially the way the world's going around. You see a bunch of motherfuckers that ain't usually supposed to be there, and the last couple years, well, a couple days recently, well, weeks, there's been like terrorist attacks around the world and shit. I can see them being more on edge. I'm trying to be more of a glass half full type of dude.
Imagine going after Western police like this guy does it. And keep in mind, they want to replace police with social workers, right? They want to replace, particularly his buddy Mandami in New York, wants to replace police with social workers.
Billy Club, crack him in the fucking
I've
head.
never seen anybody get detained over a meme. Now, yes, over in...
Oh, you're just about to say it. I'm about to like, bro, have you not seen what's going on in the UK? Fucking, people are getting arrested for just looking at a goddamn meme, bro. Cops are showing up their house, talking to you like you're a retard, while putting on the gloves, knowing you're about to get fucking manhandled, just because you post something or you've seen something on Facebook. Get out of here, you fucking commie.
Britain, that happens, but not over here in America. If
Not
a cop
yet.
shows up to your house over you posting a meme here in America, you politely tell them to screw off. Or you don't be polite. You can pretty much say whatever you want.
Don't answer the door.
But
if here's a little bit of advice for you, not legal advice, because I ain't being held accountable for any of you fucking retards out there. If a cop knocks on the door, don't answer it. If it's important, he'll leave a note. And if it's really important, he just kicked the fucking door in. So, you have no legal reason, well, what's the word I'm looking for? Legal responsibility, or, what's the word? Not responsibility, or, well, whatever the fuck, to open the door and talk to him. If they got a warrant, they're coming in regardless. So, if you want to save your door from getting kicked in, open it. But a lot of times they use it as a bluff, so I just let them kick the fucking door in.
over here, he's getting detained over a meme. Somehow, these police are still better. Keep in mind, they could just beat the shit out of you over there.
Like, there's a reason why, for example, there were Chinese nationals on each other's backs, right? But I knew that, like, if we did it, we would get called out by cops.
Sure you did.
Because, like, by and large, especially, like, the government is aware of, like, how they are perceived or how much, like, anti-Chinese propaganda exists out there. And I think the older people are also aware of it as well. But I think the younger populations in China are, ironically enough, less aware. Like, the younger normies are less aware of the animosity that exists, which shouldn't exist at all, obviously, but unfortunately does.
It shouldn't exist. You should be happy to live in China. Remember how they locked people?
Well, China's a beautiful fucking country, and the culture before the Great Leap Forward, they actually had a beautiful culture and structural. I'm sucking China's dick right now. It's a beautiful place. The people are fairly nice. They are racist as shit, but then again, all Asian nations are racist as shit. If you ain't Asian, you ain't right. But they're usually more like welcoming to foreigners and everything, especially if you try to speak their language. Then again, that's every country. But fuck it.
Up during the coof. I mean, they would nail you into your apartment if you tried to leave. Like, it's crazy shit. It's so wild to me how this dude sims for this communism shit. It's wild, and these morons that watch him believe
He's doing it because it makes money, bro. I honestly believe this motherfucker does not believe in what the fuck he spews. He's just saying it and doing it because it gives him money and attention. Like, the last couple days or fucking weeks, it's just been Hassan and Asmongold going at each other and shit. Thank you for the follow, bro. But I honestly believe he don't believe any of the shit he's spewing. It's just him just grifting off the dumb motherfuckers that have nothing going in their life and just believe stupid shit. It's kissing this dude's ass, and he's making bank off it, and I can respect it.
every word of it.
Entirely one-sided, entirely designed by America. Well, yeah, we're white. So as foreigners in China.
Because think about it, bro. What's the most popular opinion right now? Apparently, it's America sucks. White people are racist. Capitalism's terrible. Communism's great. Just summed up the last fucking 15 years or 20 years.
At this like national event rather than an international one, where as you guys noticed, like they didn't have any like foreigners there at all. He thought he saw something on the phone. He thought he saw something on the phone. Like he thought we were like making a mockery. You know what I mean?
So he can just go through your phone with no warrant. You need a warrant to do that over here, unless you're stupid, and you give them your phone to let them go through without one. Like you.
Yes, I kind of don't like it when people compare countries and their laws and shit when they're talking about something like this. You're in another country. You're a guest in their home. You're gonna have to, when you go to another country, you conform and assimilate to their society. You don't go there and expect them to conform and assimilate to you, bitch. If that's the case, go back where the fuck you come from.
Can't just go. A cop can't just take your phone and start going through it unless you give them permission.
Yeah, don't go to China.
But over there, they can just take it. Apparently, that is a better way to go, according to Hassan Piker. It was so wild. People watched this happen, or they just took his phone and went through it. And here he's defending it, but somehow still trying to say that America is worse.
They didn't realize that we were swagged out.
Well, kind of it is, because you don't really see a shitload of wild shit going on in China like that. Well, you kind of do, but that's on a different level of what they doing. But you don't see, like, mass robbing of stores, fucking takeovers of streets, people getting shot the fuck up. Like, hell, when you go to Subway in China, I doubt you're going to get stabbed in the fucking neck. I doubt there's going to be piss all over the place and trash. Like, look at New York City, how disgusting that place is. You look at some of the places that are in China or other parts of the world that are strict as shit. Makes you start thinking. But I'm a person that believes the individual over the collective, not the collective over the individual. That's how you get fucking idiocracy.
Ways to love China. Are you being careful with your words? No, I'm just telling you like it is. Like they thought they were being extra attentive to make sure that no one is making fun of Mao or anything like that, or the ceremony, and that's what they were that's what it was. It's normal for police to take close to foreigners to make sure that white people don't do stupid shit. Yeah, it's just
By the way, a ceremony from Mao. Do you know how many people that dude killed? But somehow I bet you he glosses over that. Maybe he even justifies it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a cultural difference, and also they just don't want anyone to pull a fucking Logan Paul or anything like that. How?
Well, bro, I wouldn't hold that against him. A lot of people don't know shit about history, especially the younger population nowadays. Like, fuck, man. A lot of people don't even know who fought in the Civil War. The American Civil War. And then you're going to tell me that some fucking American douchebag is going to know any history of China? Or Mao Zedong and the Great Leap Forward? Like, fuck no. You're either a nerd or a turd if you're an American and you know basic history, honestly.
Does it resolve? What do you mean? We just like talk to them. We just were like, no, that's not, we're not doing that at all. We're just here to experience the event. I told you it ended up in jail. You got lucky this time? Yeah, okay, calm down. That's not, you're being ridiculous. This is actually one of the things that I want to show Americans in general, because like people have this like false assertion, false notion that it's people have this like false notion that it's like they will arrest you for a meme or whatever. It's not like that at all. Okay.
They literally almost did. They probably didn't because you're American.
Calm down.
If you were Chinese, you probably would have been arrested.
It's funny because like I've dealt with cops at this point all around the world, as you guys know.
Well, I kind of believe that they did. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? What the fuck levels am I watching? Retard levels. They're expert level, though. Well, thank you for the follow, my man.
And so, as far as like cops that I've dealt with all around the world, European cops in France, American cops, just European cops in other European countries, and even Japanese cops as well, I will say that it's not even remotely up there. The further west you go, the worse cops get, the more aggressive they get.
Who's buying this shit, man?
Wherever you go, fuck, cops are aggressive.
This isn't even the worst thing that's happened to him today or yesterday or whenever. The craziest shit going on right now is what's happening with Destiny and Hassan. Destiny came out the other day, and I gotta say, made some pretty wild allegations.
Damn, bro. And didn't fuck Destiny admit that he has child porn on his phone? Or am I fan in flames of rumor and shit? Don't quote me on that. I shouldn't even brought it up. If that's true, well then again, there's some disgusting ass people in our government and then in our celebrity cycle that has done some nasty stuff. And they're still around. They ain't canceled.
And there's...
And plus all that push for MEP, minor attractive individuals and shit. This world's disgusting.
Partial truth to what he's saying here. That if Hassan is going to reach this hard and say that I kickstarted Fuentes' career, then I am responsible for his career 10 times over. Also, Hassan effed a 15-year-old when he was visiting that brothel in Berlin. That's why he doesn't like to talk about it as much now. So,
all right, for that kind of accusation, I really, you need evidence, dog. You can't just be throwing it out there like that. Those kind of accusations, those kind of heavy-hitting accusations, you need evidence. Like, bro, I feel like every time I watch a fucking video about Hassan Piker, I'm defending this cocksucker. I don't even like the dude. It just seems like a lot of these hit pieces are just turds. He does the same things about other people, though. Again, I just feel like he's a grifter that's mastered the craft.
I looked into this, and by that I mean I just went to Grok and asked it some questions about this. And apparently, he did visit a German brothel and admitted to having sex with 3 of the workers there when he was on the Leftovers podcast. However, there is no direct evidence that he did anything with anyone that age. The reason that allegation exists, though, is because he admitted he did do something with 3 different workers there. I believe it was 3.
Yeah, the best kind of lies are the ones wrapped up in truth. Because you're so busy trying to sort out the truth from the actual lie, you'll never see the lie.
And there was a bust several years later where it was kind of revealed that that's like an average age of the workers that work there, because guess what? Like in most cases, even though it's regulated over there, most of the workers are trafficked. So it's a very sad thing. That whole situation, it's a very sad industry. And I don't think it should be propped up, which he does. He's very pro sex worker.
My personal belief on it is, if you want to sell your ass, but don't expect to be a wifey. And people that are like traffic into it, that's a sad thing. And the people that actually abduct people to do that to them should be immediately executed. Like, why send them to the prison for make the taxpayers pay for it when you can just spend like $2 or $1.50 on a 9mm and just crack them? Don't have to worry about it. No more fertilizer.
But I mean, could he have? I don't know. It's a possibility. Just the fact that could have been somebody that age there that he did. He was like 19.
With those kind of accusations, possibilities ain't the actual word you want. You want solid evidence of it actually being the case. Like, if you can find the bitch that he diddled and she can corroborate the story, then yeah, you can go after the man. But right now, it's just nothing but rumor, hearsay. I ain't gonna hold the man to it.
I don't know if it happened or not. But Destiny's getting pretty bold, and he's basically like, listen, man.
Well, he's out his way. Destiny, he's already known for being a fucking crackpot, loon, leftist dude. The man literally, he's a fucking cuck. No ifs, ands, or about it. Literal cuck. He's crazy, and his career is going down the shithole. So he's trying to take as many people with him. We're trying to get as much publicity as possible. That dude's just fucking a turd.
Sue me. You won't sue me because the truth is the best protector from defamation.
No, because when you sue a motherfucker that knows the game, all you're going to get is practice. When you got money and you're a controversial person, bro, you want to have that trust shit. Ain't nothing in your name. You suing me? Alright. I don't got nothing, dog. It's all in the trust. Or it's all in my mama's name, bitch.
I wonder if anything will happen from this. Destiny's already got his own problems right now, court-wise, so this will just be more for him. And a lot of exposure. But like it says here, this is quite the allegation. And he says it's common knowledge behind the scenes. If Hassan wants to contest it, he can sue me, but he won't because truth is an absolute defense against defamation.
That is true.
Asben Gold shares this opinion. Go ahead and sue.
And plus, my thing is, if it's a common knowledge, why ain't anyone else coming and talking about it? Like, this man has so many haters from all over the place. If it's common knowledge behind the scenes with the streamers and shit, why ain't people coming out? More people coming out. And why is it just now?
Destiny goes out and says this. This is all alleged, okay? I don't want to. I don't need another fucking lawsuit, okay? Also,
I will say that as well. This is all alleged. Who knows? Destiny's kind of a firebrand, though. So he's just going all in. I mean, neither of them are hurting for money. Destiny or Hassan. So
Hassan, this is so.
It would be kind of funny to watch them waste a bunch of money in court. Discovery would probably be the best part.
Basically, here's a clip. I'll watch the clip, but this is the main thing is this, right? So if Hassan is going to reach this hard to say that I kickstarted Fuentes' career, then I am responsible for his career 10x over. Well, I mean, I would say, like, I mean, Destiny absolutely did help I mean, he did help Hassan a lot whenever Hassan was first coming up, right? This is undeniable. And then he said also about it as much now.
It's true.
I would never, I genuinely mean this. I think Hassan should sue him if this isn't true.
Oh, 100%.
I do. I think Hassan should sue him. Like, this is a crazy accusation.
Yeah.
Well, if this kind of accusation ends careers, like I said, you're probably only going to get practice. But for this kind of shit, you need to clear your name immediately.
It
crazy,
really is.
crazy accusation.
But it's founded in some truth. It is founded in some truth. He did visit a brothel. He did admit that he partook in the services of that brothel. A couple of years later, they were...
Yeah, bro, the best fucking lie, the best propaganda is shrouded in truth and facts. If you can make someone believe something off of facts with a slight lie in there, you told a great fucking lie. It's more believable. It's harder to fucking crack down and debunk because there's actually true elements to it. Like I said, every time I watch a video about this douchebag, it's just people grasping at any and everything. Until you got hard evidence on that shit, why even try to bring it up?
Rated.
Because you trying to slander and be pissy. Destiny, he's the ultimate fucking femboy pissy bitch.
And it was found that there were a lot of trafficked younger ladies there. So there are some truths to it. However, him doing that with someone that young, that is an allegation because we don't know. However, it's not a good situation to find yourself in. I don't know what's going to come from this. I really would like to know if he's going to sue Destiny. And I'm going to tell you, my prediction, he doesn't.
Probably not.
He doesn't sue him. I don't think he will. But man, wouldn't it be funny if he did? Wouldn't it be funny if he did? We'll have to watch and see. I don't know. Hassan's in China, I think, right now, so probably won't be in a response to this. But it's just funny because he calls Destiny sex pestiny or some shit all the time. Which it's kind of, Destiny does seem like kind of a sex pest, so maybe there's some truth to that too. Who knows? Yeah. Anyway.
I can believe that. Dude's fucking disgusting. Fucking cuck.
Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Alright, so has that shit finally updated? No, still got a little bit more to go.
Just a reminder.
That's creepy as shit just to pop up out of nowhere like that. Alright. More nice people who snapped in history. Yeah. It only takes one bad day for everybody to get shot.
Just a reminder, videos from here will be voiced by someone else until I get back. See you again in a few months.
Today we're covering more stories from history when normal people were pushed to their limit and finally snapped. Maria Oktyabrskaya. It's 1925 and a 20-year-old woman named Maria meets and falls in love with a handsome Soviet army.
Is this the bitch where they take a picture of her man dead and she picks up his rifle and starts firing back and then she gets shot?
Cadet named Ilya Oktyabrski. They quickly get married and set out to make a...
Or is this the tank bitch? I think this is the tank bitch, because the other one was an IRA soldier, I think.
Life together in the city of Kiev. Maria loves her husband dearly, and she does everything she can to become a good military wife. She joins the Military Wives Council and even trains to become a nurse in the army. She proudly tells everyone she knows, "Marry a serviceman and you serve in the army." And Ilya appreciates the effort. As her husband rose through the ranks in the military, their lives became better and better.
She good wife. She only get one black eye tonight. She cook roast a little raw.
And they spent 14 wonderful years together as husband and wife. But everything changes in 1939 when World War II breaks out in Europe. and by 1941, the Soviet Union had officially joined the war. Ilya, now an officer, is sent off to the front lines, and as the Germans begin their invasion eastward with Operation Barbarossa, Maria is evacuated to Siberia. There, she patiently waits for a letter from her husband, but nothing comes. Weeks turn to months, that turn to years, and finally in 1943, she receives the news she had been dreading the whole time. Ilya
He dead. He got shot in the face on day one.
Was killed in action at the outbreak of the war defending their home city of Kiev. Maria is destroyed. The news of his death had taken 2 years to reach her. The hope she had desperately clung to was all for nothing. Instead of sinking into depression, Maria becomes enraged and is quickly consumed by thoughts of revenge. The Germans had taken everything, her life, her home, and now her beloved husband.
That's a real woman right there. Instead of sitting, breaking down, whining, she's coming back with revenge. I need to find me a crazy bitch like that.
They must pay. She sells all of her remaining possessions and donates all the money she has to the Red Army to build a T-34 tank. With her donation, she writes a letter demanding that when the tank is built, she will be the one to drive it. Surprisingly, the State Defense Committee agreed to this, and Maria is soon enrolled in a 5-month training program as her tank.
Like, what better propaganda being fallen in your lap than that? Like, look, Russian women are so strong. You kill their men, they come kill you.
Was being built. Upon her graduation, she's posted to the 26th Guards Tank Brigade, and when her tank is completed, she is assigned as its driver and mechanic. In memory of her husband, she has the words "Fighting Girlfriend" printed on her tank's turret. Oh man, I'm so excited to finally see her tank. We should name it something cool, like the Widowmaker or the Red Hammer. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Her crew thinks this is a joke or some kind of Red Army publicity stunt. They can't believe they're gonna be stuck in a tank with some middle-aged woman driving them around. But Maria soon proves all of her doubters wrong. On October 21st, 1943, hostilities break out near Smolensk, and the Fighting Girlfriend is deployed into its first battle. Maria skillfully pilots her tank, and she and her crew successfully destroy a string of German machine gun nests and artillery positions. As she pushes onwards, her tank comes under heavy fire, and a shell disables one of her tank treads, stranding them in the middle of the battle. Disregarding orders, Maria rushes out to fix the issue. The Germans see her and unleash a torrent of gunfire at her position. She fixes the treads, jumps back into the tank, and drives away, saving her crew and earning their complete trust. After this battle, she is promoted to the rank of...
She got balls of steel. Like, that's crazy as shit. She's more crazier than I thought. She just climbed out of live battle, fix it, get in, like, alright, I leave now.
Sergeant. A month later, on November 17th, the Fighting Girlfriend joins a night battle against a German position near Novoye Selo in the Vitebsk region. Maria's tank comes under heavy artillery fire, and once again, an explosion takes out its tracks. She and a fellow crewman leave the tank to repair the treads while their comrades provide cover fire from the turret. They're able to fix it and rejoin the battle. 2 months later, in January of 1944, Maria and her crew join another night battle near the village of Krinky. She skillfully drives her tank into position, and the Fighting Girlfriend opens fire and takes out a string of German defenses on the front line. For a third time, their treads are knocked out by an artillery...
Bro, them treads are some dog shit. You'd think they would spend extra time working on them treads, because 3 times, damn, bro.
Shell. And again, without concern for her own safety, Maria leaps out to repair it. Under a storm of enemy fire, she once again manages to repair the issue, but this time, her luck runs out. Just as she is about to re-enter the tank, explosions erupt all around her. She's hit in the head by shell fragments and is knocked to the ground unconscious. Her crew members drag her into safety and retreat from the battlefield. She remained in a coma for 2 months until she ultimately passed away from her injuries. Her tour of vengeance had lasted just 1 year. Though her time in the war was short, Maria was posthumously made a hero of the Soviet Union, a distinction equivalent to the Medal of Honor. Francois Lolo.
It might be a little airbrush with the Soviet propaganda bullshit, but that was one hard bitch. I'm gonna pay to go kill those motherfuckers. That's wild. More power to you, Bill.
Oh, nay. Okay, this guy is probably not what I would consider nice, but he definitely did snap, and it was one of the most extreme crash outs in history. In 1630, a boy named Jean-David Now was born in Les Sables d'Olonne in France. His family is dirt poor, so as soon as he is old enough, he is sold off into indentured servitude, and eventually finds himself in the Caribbean working on a plantation. There, he fulfills his obligations, and is released in 1650. Finally a free man, he wanders from island to island and eventually makes his way to French-controlled Saint-Domingue, an area in modern-day Haiti on the island of Hispaniola. There, he finds and is welcomed into a group of buccaneers. These men were originally hunters who had gained their nickname from the boucan smoking racks they would use to smoke the wild game they would catch. But by the 1650s, increasing Spanish pressure on Hispaniola had made hunting more and more difficult, and they were
once again, the Spaniards fuck with shit.
Slowly forced to turn to crime and piracy to survive. Amongst this crew of hunters turned pirates, Jean finds the family he had been searching for his entire life. They give him the name Francois L'Olonne, the French guy from Olonne, and he learns their ways of both hunting and pirating. For the first time, Francois feels alive. He's treated like an equal, and together with his new family, they go out on raids, hijacking Spanish ships throughout the Caribbean. Everything was great until he lost everything again. 2 years into his new pirate life, Francois and his crew find themselves shipwrecked on the Yucatan Peninsula.
That's fucked. I wonder if they ate each other.
While walking towards town to get supplies, they're ambushed by Spanish soldiers, though the buccaneers try to fight back, it is a massacre. Only Francois manages to survive by smearing himself with the blood of his friends and hiding amongst their dead bodies. When the Spanish soldiers leave, Francois crawls out from under the lifeless bodies of his friends, and he turns to look at their mangled and contorted remains. The only people who had ever shown him kindness were all dead. And in this moment, something inside Francois snaps. The world...
He just got a true villain arc right there, bro. I wonder what kind of psychotic, fucked up shit he's about to do.
Had been nothing but cruel to him, and now he will return the favor. With the help of some escaped slaves, Francois rows a tiny rowboat back to Tortuga, a buccaneer sanctuary island. There, he is given a new ship and quickly recruits a new crew to enact his revenge against the Spanish. Instead of robbing ships, Francois targets and begins terrorizing Spanish.
I was thinking to myself, like, how did he acquire a ship so goddamn fast? And my immediate thought was probably the French or the British or the English gave him the ship just to say fuck you to Spain. I might be wrong, but that's my theory.
Spanish towns and settlements throughout the Caribbean. Consumed with hatred, he brutally tortures and kills everyone he finds before taking their riches. This catches the attention of the Spanish administrators in the area, and the governor of Cuba sends a ship of 90 soldiers to Tortuga to capture Francois. This expedition ends in complete disaster, as Francois and his buccaneers capture the crew. As the bound Spanish soldiers are brought onto his ship and lined up, Francois stares with hate in his eyes and menacingly sharpens his sword. One by one, he personally beheads 89 of the 90 soldiers and gives the lone spared survivor a message for the governor of Cuba. I shall never henceforward give quarter to any Spaniard whatsoever, and I have great hopes I shall execute on your own person the very...
I'm getting a lot of Scottish accent from this shit.
Same punishment I have done upon them you sent against me. Francois continued to terrorize Spanish ships and settlements and quickly became infamous for the horrific forms of torture he would inflict on anyone his men captured. He would cut pieces of flesh off of his victims, burn them alive, and perhaps his piece de resistance. He would tie a thick rope around his victims' necks and tighten it until their eyes popped out. He took no prisoners, preferring to torture and kill everyone he encountered, leaving just one survivor each time to tell the tale. In 1666,
Hey, if there's no one there to remember it, did it really happen?
Francois joined forces with another infamous buccaneer named Michel Le Basque, and together they raided the city of Maracaibo. When they discovered that most of the townspeople had hidden their gold and fled before they got there, he sent his men out to track them down and tortured them until they handed over all the wealth in the city. They then moved on to the town of Gibraltar, where despite being outnumbered, they massacred its entire garrison. They take the townspeople hostage and announce to the Spanish officials that they're holding the city ransom. This ransom is quickly paid, which annoys Francois, so he ransacks the city anyway. In his
damn, bro, you give me the money I wanted. Oh, you done fucked up. It was too fast.
Final act on this
shit.
particular expedition, he plunders the native fishing villages in the area and sets their huts on fire, which seems completely unnecessary since they weren't even Spanish, but I guess was still completely in character for this guy. In 1667, Francois gathers another crew and sets out on an expedition to Honduras. After pillaging a coastal town, his crew is ambushed by Spanish soldiers, and he barely escapes with 2 hostages. They make it to a clearing, and he turns on his prisoners and slowly draws his sword. Wait, what are you doing? Oh God, stop! Show me how to get out of here, or I'll do the same to you.
I mean, what better negotiation tactic than that? Get me the fuck out of here, or this is going to happen to you. And he literally just did it in front of you. What are you going to do? You going to show him how to get the fuck out of there?
The prisoner helps Francois reach San Pedro, but from here on out, his luck seems to have run out. His future expeditions into Central America all end in disaster, and he is nearly killed multiple times by natives in the area. He is finally caught by the Guna people and
he should have fucking took the note and retired somewhere, like in the mountains, far away from the ocean, and where he could be identified and executed.
Panama, who cut him to pieces alive and then roasted the remains of his body until it was ash. These days, more people probably know the...
That sounded about pretty fitting for that crazy psychopath. Fitting end. A little poetic, I guess. Can't even speak. Poetic.
Anime character that was named after him than Francois Lelone himself, but he will forever be remembered as one of the most terrifying buccaneers of the time period. Henry Barry Lowry. It's April 12, 1861, and 16-year-old Henry Lowry sprints across his father's farm, laughing as he tries to escape his brothers. The Lowry family are Lumbee, members of a North Carolina indigenous tribe, and they have lived in Robeson County for generations, eking out a simple living farming their land next to the swamp. But little did they know their world is about to change forever. At that exact moment, off in South Carolina, Confederate guns fire on Fort Sumter, and the American Civil War had begun. The Confederate Army begins forcibly conscripting young Lumbee men to build forts. The working conditions are horrible, and many Lumbee die of disease.
That sounds about right. I'm just saying, like, historically, that sounds about right.
Upon hearing about the awful conditions, and also not wanting to fight for a country that does not consider them as equals, many of the Lowry men begin to hide out in the swamp nearby. The war drags on, and their food and supplies begin to run out, and now they're beginning to starve. So, Henry begins to lead some of his relatives into town to steal from the wealthiest plantations in the area. Unsurprisingly, these guys do not like this one bit. Rumors soon begin to swirl around the town that the Lowrys are helping escaped Union soldiers and sheltering them in the swamp. And in response, the local elites decide that the Lumbees,
well, they about to get lynched,
need to be taught a lesson. In 1864, the Confederate postmaster James P. Barnes accuses the Lowrys of stealing 2 of his hogs. He knows that a jury of local elites won't trust these free people of color, and this would almost certainly lead to their executions. Alan Lowry, the head of the family and Henry's dad, pleads with Barnes that he knows his family would never do anything like that, but Barnes doesn't want to hear it. He tells Alan he wants to go to the...
Yeah, he already got his mindset up. Fuck these people. He feels slighted, and he wants his vengeance. It's probably gonna fuck him. Well, it will fuck him. That's why we're watching it.
Police, and Henry, who had listened to the whole conversation, watches his father slump in defeat as Barnes walks away. Henry's 19 now, and has learned through the war that the Lumbee will never be treated fairly by these men. So, on the night of December 21st, 1864, Henry takes his rifle and finds Barnes walking home and blocks the postmaster's path. Seeing Henry's rifle, Barnes holds his hands up as if to say he doesn't want any trouble. But Henry has already made his decision. This man had threatened his father, and so he raises his rifle, takes aim, and shoots Barnes square in the chest. In the blink of an eye, Henry is now a murderer, an outlaw. But if this is what it takes to protect his family...
Get the fuck up out of there, dog. Especially back in them days, dude, you could easily get away with that. Like, especially you had nobody there, like, this is back in the days with no cameras and it's all hearsay shit, where you probably get arrested and executed because some douchebag made a rumor about you. Like, bruh, dip.
So be it. With his last breath, Barnes shouts out, "The Lowrys have killed me!"
That's why you go headshot. Allegedly.
Which was pretty much the worst thing that could happen when you murder a guy in a small town. Henry's plan of quietly taking care of business completely backfires, but without any direct proof that he was a shooter, he escapes arrest. All of the prominent plantation families are enraged and want the Lumbees taken care of, and to carry out their form of justice, they call on one of the most infamous groups in American history.
Pinkerton.
Made up primarily of wealthy men who had bribed their way out of serving in the war, the Home Guard was originally formed to protect citizens and help with local conscription. However, by 1864, they had devolved into Confederate thugs drunk with power. Spurred by the murder of Barnes, they ride into Robeson County and begin harassing random Lumbees just to try to get a rise out of one of the Lowry men. The worst of the Home Guard is a man named James Brantley Harris, who begins assaulting Lumbee women. When Harris is warned to stop...
So he's one of the people you throw in the category of everybody deserves a chance at life, but not everyone deserves to live.
Or face the consequences, he laughs and shoots and kills Jarman Lowry, one of Henry's cousins. Jarman's brothers, who were conscripted to build forts for the Confederates, return home to mourn their brother, but Harris finds them and has them arrested. He says he'll escort the boys back to the fort to resume their work, but once out of town, he beats them to death and claims that he only acted in self-defense. The courts do nothing, and Harris is a free man. Henry cannot take the injustice. 3 of his cousins have been murdered by the Home Guard. They can't keep getting away with this. So, a few days later, on January 15th, 1865, Henry picks up his rifle again and waits along a dirt road for Harris. After hours of waiting, Harris finally appears in his buggy, and as he passes Henry, the proud Lumbee points his rifle.
He gonna miss. $5 on he miss.
And fires.
Oh shit.
Harris is shot dead, and Henry has again doled out his own form of justice.
Lost $5.
He thinks things are now settled, and he can quietly return to his life.
You thought they had 5 people rolling up behind him. What did you do now? What did you fuck up on now? Because last time you didn't finish the job, he was able to talk.
In the swamp as an outlaw. But the act of killing one of the Home Guard was not something that would be so easily overlooked. And it would cause a retaliation so severe that it would turn Henry from just an outlaw to a nightmare for the local elites. On March 3rd, a group of the Confederate Home Guard raids Henry's father's farm. Henry stares from his hiding place while they trample his crops and search through the house. They find firearms that free people of color were forbidden from owning. Alan Lowry frantically tries to explain, but the Home Guard are not interested. They drag Henry's father and brother out of the house, and a kangaroo court is quickly gathered out in the open. They are convicted of thievery. The Home Guard brings them to the back of the farm, ties them up, and shoots them, while Henry watches, powerless. The Confederates smiled proudly at their work. They turn and leave, and Henry rushes to his father and brother, but there's nothing he can do as he sits there with their life.
That's pretty fucked up. But it really all started with him shooting people, bro. You can't kill evil with evil. Well, you can, but you can't fuck up, bro.
Lifeless bodies, Henry vows that they will be avenged. He gathers his closest friends together, and they steal a massive stockpile of Confederate guns in Lumberton and quickly begin to conduct larger and larger heists in the area. They specifically target the wealthiest plantations and begin giving food and supplies to the poor people in the area who are suffering the most from the war. His notoriety grows, and he and his friends become...
So he did the classic thing, which you should always do if you're doing any kind of organized crime, is get the people on your side. If you treat the people better than their own fucking local government treats them, you can do whatever the fuck you want. They ain't gonna say shit. Like, look at Mexico. Their government don't do shit for the people, rarely. And the fucking cartels, they're brutal as fuck. But I'm pretty sure they hand out shit for the people, get them on their sides. Like, I watched a documentary earlier. Well, probably not nowadays, because it's all fucking wild as shit now. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But if you're going to do anything with the public and organized crime, make sure the public's on your side more than the police.
Known as the Lowry
Or have the police in your pocket. One of the two.
Gang. For 2 years, Henry and his gang never kill, but they continue to steal from the rich, and he gains two contrasting reputations in the process. A hero amongst the poor and repressed, and a villainous outlaw to the rich elite. In April 1865...
At least he didn't kill your ass. Like, honestly. He probably should have killed their ass. Because you're going to commit crimes and shit like that. You don't want to leave any witnesses. Don't listen to me. I'm a terrible person.
The South surrenders and the Civil War officially ends. Thinking the end of the war means a fresh start, Henry reemerges from the swamps and essentially disbands the Lowry gang. But he soon finds that the plantation owners have no desire to let him off the hook for everything he had done to them, and they have him arrested at his wedding. His new wife helps him break out of jail, but Henry realizes that his dream...
That's a beautiful woman right there. Ride or die bitch right there. Just married, got arrested, and she already helping him break out of jail.
Dream of moving on peacefully had always been a pipe dream. He regathers the Lowry gang, and they are done with...
No, he could have, honestly, after his wife broke him out of jail, he could have just rode off in the sunset and started a new life somewhere else. Bro, it's not like today where you have a digital footprint and all these fucking security cameras everywhere. He had a choice. He just kept choosing the evil. Let the evil die with you. Let the vengeance die with you. You just keep pushing it. It's just more bullshit gonna come your way, bro.
Pleasantries. In January 1869, the Lowry gang goes to the local sheriff's home to rob him, and this time, they kill him in cold blood. They begin to hunt the most racist people in town, and they systematically execute them with no mercy. By 1870, the local police begin to catch and arrest
He stopped fucking around. Damn.
some members of the Lowry gang, so Henry goes and personally kills these officers too. Anyone who stands against them is their enemy, even the law. A bounty is put on Henry's head for $2,000. Wanted, dead or alive, this was one of the largest bounties in the county. But none of the poor in Robeson made any efforts to capture him, seeing Henry more as a hero than a villain. The police respond with an equal level of savagery, and begin killing anyone even suspected of helping the Lowry gang. And Henry is always quick to return the favor.
And that's how you get more support from the public. When they do fuck shit to the public.
Henry continued to raid plantations and share the loot with the poor in Robeson, and as hard as the authorities tried, the Lowry gang was simply always one step ahead. So in July, Francis Wishart, the new lead in the case against the Lowrys, stoops to the unthinkable. He orders the capture of the wives of the Lowry gang. As Wishart and his men are walking the wives to the train, Henry orders a full-on attack. Shots are fired out from the swamp, and 6 of Wishart's men fall before he is able to escape with his hostages. On July 14th, Henry and a few of his lieutenants emerge from the swamp and appear at the estate of a powerful plantation owner. Henry and his men politely ask to be served breakfast, and the terrified family comply. After eating, Henry asks for some pen and paper. He scribbles a note and then hands it to the plantation owner and leaves with his men, thanking the family for the delicious meal. When the gang leaves, the family nervously opens the note, and they are chilled to the bone upon reading it. The bloodiest times will be here than ever was before if their wives are not released in 3 days. The countdown has begun, and now the local elites begin to beg Wishart to release the Lumbee wives, but he refuses.
Well, let's see how bad of a decision that was.
Days pass, and as promised, Henry kills 2 more townspeople, and the promise of future violence terrifies all of the citizens of Robeson County so much.
He just fucked up. He killed the citizens, bro. He just turned the people against them. He should have went after the fucking rich-ass elites again and just start going after them and the law enforcement, but he fucked up and went after citizens. You don't fuck up your reputation with the population. How you think you survived so long without getting called up, bro?
Much that a group of them releases the wives of the Lowry gang without even consulting Wishart.
Oh, shit,
the government raises the bounty on Henry's head to $12,000.
Don't listen to me. Apparently, I'm just a fucking spineless bitch. It worked.
Which is about $300,000 in today's money. Bounty hunters try to pry information out of the poor people in town, but nobody is willing to talk. Sensing the increasing pressure, Henry calls his gang together, and they decide the time has come to plan one final job. On February...
And that's how he fucks up. It's always the one last job, the one big one. He gonna get shot.
16th, 1872, they steal $22,000 from the Pope and McLeod store in Lumberton, the biggest heist they ever pulled off. This time, the spoils from this heist were not shared with the community, and in fact, this is the last anyone ever officially hears from Henry Barry Lowry. He disappears from history, leaving behind nothing but rumors. Some say he acts...
Hell yeah, bro, I'm happy. I'm happy that he fucking finally decided to retire and dip the fuck out, bro. You did a lot. Probably did too much. But hey, more power to you, bro. You got the bag. You did your revenge. Fucking...
accidentally shot himself cleaning his gun. Some say he ran west and lived out the rest of his days on the frontier. Only 2 things can be confirmed since his disappearance. His wife never remarries or discloses what she thinks happened to him, and no one ever claims the $12,000 bounty on his head. So that's the story of...
He was stopping by and dropping dick. 1000% he was stopping by and dropping that dick.
Henry Barry Lowry, the Robin Hood of Robeson County. Not sure if he was a hero, because he did kind of murder a lot of people, but let us know what you think, or what stories you want us to cover in future videos in the comments below.
That was nice. I like that. Oh, fuck me. Driving 500 miles in one day sucks dick. It really takes it out of you, bro. When I first got home, I fucking passed out in this recliner chair. I'm still tired, dude. Left at 6 in the morning. Didn't get back until like fucking 5:30. Passed out in the chair and woke up around like 7. Then started to stream, bud. That was my day. Alright, it's finally up the opera. Do I want to play? It's 9 p.m. and I really need to do some fucking laundry. I've been pushing it off I've been saying I need to do it. I was going to do it. But I keep pushing it off because I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. But I don't have to stop at the station tomorrow because I already got tomorrow's delivery. So, Fortnite's still updating, ain't it? Oh, that shit's paused. Every fucking time I turn on this computer, bro, something needs to be updated. Well, we're gonna pause you. Exit you out. Excuse me. I guess I'll play a couple games of Resurgence and then jump off and do some laundry. I have to do some laundry because I got no more clothes. How am I going to work if I got no clothes? Honestly, I would work bare ass naked just in some boots and socks. But apparently you can get arrested for that. So I'll stay clothed. You might say, yeah, it's getting cold too. You'll be out there bare ass. Like, bro, there's a heater in the truck for a reason. You just set that to full blast, aim it to the nutsack in the face, and you're good. Can we not skip this bullshit? I don't care, dog. You can do all the cinematic bullshit you want. I just want to go shoot somebody in the face. So you telling me you spent all this fucking time, wasting my time updating, just to force me to watch this shit? I'm so angry right now. Let me skip it. Oh, I fucking hate Activision. Suck my dick. You're a piece of shit. Fucking loser. Of course you're gonna restart. Now, why the fuck are you restarting now, bro? Your update's so great. Or did the fucking new Call of Duty drop? I'm sorry. I'm just mad because every time I try to fucking play this shit, it always wants an update or does some stupid shit. It's unnecessary. Force me to watch that stupid shit and then oh my god. Alrighty. Now I can scream and die like a real man. See what I mean? Retarded. Always an issue with this fucking game. Well, whatever the fuck, I don't care. How many times you gonna fucking restart, my nigga? Oh shit. Holy shit. I don't even think it's worth it to play this fucking piece of shit game anymore, man. It's about to get uninstalled. 300 goddamn gigabytes, and I have to sit here and wait a fucking... Damn, it's having me rage. If you restart one more time, I'm gonna fucking uninstall you, dog.
To survive what's coming.
No, shut the fuck up. I'm tired of watching your stupid shit. Fucking douchebag. Let's just do a little bit of resurgence. Just jump. I don't care. Suck a dick. I just want to shoot somebody, and you're just in the way. Fucking retarded shit. What gets me is like the game wants to update every fucking day. Every day you open the application up, it's like, hey, we got another 10 to 15 gigabyte update, and now the whole fucking thing's like a 300 goddamn gigabytes. So what the fuck, bro? I hate this game so much.
We're headed to the war zone. Get geared up and stand by.
Alright, Mama didn't raise no bitch. I stick with my mains.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Hostile armor broken.
Prep time's over.
Tango down.
Now you deploy to the war zone.
Enemy cut, enemy cut.
I missed all them shots. That was ugly. Oh, yeah, I need that.
Resurgence. Survive and your team can redeploy. Eliminate
Where you want to go,
bring it
bro?
back faster.
That was quick for me.
Back in the air. Back on station. Go get after it.
Thank you for surviving, teammate.
UAV available for tasking.
score streak.
Oh, we're fucking doing this shit right now.
Reloading.
Priority tasking request received. We're a dot.
Bloody hell! Check that aim, shite for brains.
Appreciate it, bro. Big.
Yo, that's a real person, bro.
Located the rest of them.
Outside is to commence oversight.
Deploying score streak. All squad mates are in the safe zone. You've got gas moving in. Reloading. Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tag map. Get hunting. You're the last one standing, soldier. Survive until your squad can redeploy. Target down, marking the rest of them. Enemy soldier incoming. Loadout drop headed your way. Under fire! Reloading. It's all on you. Stay alive so your squad can redeploy. Enemy dropping into the AO. Your squad mate is redeploying. Well done. 5 kills. Reloading.
This nigga's one.
No, I'm not. I'm 2, bitch.
25 remain. Valiant F. Keep your head up and return to base.
GG's, my boy. They gonna be dicking me back. Let's try that again. Hopefully we get a full squad. That's That's ugly. Nah. If anything, I buy the new Call of Duty just for the zombies. But other than that, it kind of looks retarded. Shit. Alright. Well, I was just gonna play another game, but I gotta actually go and actually do some shit. So, this will be the end of the stream. Thank you everybody for watching, if you're watching. If not, oh well. Like I said, can't even speak. I gotta piss real bad.